There are very few things in this world that make me happier than when an anti-gun politician says the quiet part out loud.
The last thing I want to say to people, and some of my own Democrats have committed to me, commented to me, this does nothing to stop the illegal gun trade or the illegal possessions or criminal content. You're right. This doesn't. It was never supposed to address that. This is addressing the legal, law abiding, responsible citizens. That's what it's designed to do.
So the truth finally comes out. Whether he said this because he's an idiot or because he thought no one would see this video or both, it doesn't matter because he said it. The same way this idiot said this.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Or the same way our confused president said this.
Democrats will ban assault weapons once and for all, God willing.
As embarrassing as these clips are, it's also a beautiful thing when a person's subconscious mind betrays their conscious mind and expresses who they really are. For decades, I and the rest of the gun community have been saying that gun control laws don't stop criminals, they only make it harder on law-abiding citizens. And for decades, people have been telling us that we're crazy fearmongers. Or you'll get stupid people saying moronic things like, well, just because criminals don't follow laws doesn't mean we should just stop making laws. Nobody said that, goofy. What we said was, don't make laws that make it easier for criminals to do criminal shit by making laws that make it harder for the law-abiding to stop criminals from doing illegal shit. Making murder illegal doesn't make it easier for criminals to murder, and it doesn't make it harder to stop criminals from murdering. But making it illegal for law-abiding citizens to carry a gun for self-defense makes it easier for criminals to murder those law-abiding people and harder for those law-abiding people to stop the criminals from murdering them. It's common sense that's clearly not so common in the day and age of government worship. You see, earlier this year, the Supreme Court ruled that New York's concealed carry license process, which made it impossible for anyone to get a license, was unconstitutional. This ruling caused all of the Democrat-run cities and states to scatter like cockroaches when the lights are turned on to find a way to make it nearly impossible to get a concealed carry permit for law-abiding citizens. And New Jersey is one of those states.
This bill is very specifically addressing the fact that the radical fanatic Supreme Court just said everybody shall be issued a concealed carry permit or a permit to carry in public.
Prior to the Supreme Court case, you couldn't get a concealed carry license in New Jersey. Hell, it was hard enough to simply get a license to buy a gun in New Jersey. A perfect example of this is Carol Bowman, who was stabbed to death by her ex-boyfriend 2 days after she checked on the status of her permit that would have allowed her to buy a gun. But she got no answer, even though she applied months ago. Because of the Supreme Court decision, New Jersey is now forced to provide a way to get a concealed carry license to their citizens. So, what did the anti-gun politicians of New Jersey do? Acted like a bunch of petulant children and is now trying to pass one of the most restrictive permitting laws that on paper say you have a right to carry a gun, but in reality, you can't carry shit. Under this bill, they've deemed damn near everywhere you would commonly go with a firearm for protection as a sensitive place, meaning you can't carry your gun there. You wouldn't be able to carry a gun inside your car. You can't carry on a commercial or private property unless the owner posts a notice saying that you can carry. And it also massively increases the fees to get a permit, which would make it 10 times harder on people living on a lower income. The same people who likely need the ability to carry a gun more than most people because, like most people, or unlike most people, they are more than likely living in a dangerous neighborhood. The bill also mandates special carry insurance and then requires even more training that was also required before that, but now adding more on top of that, making it so that you have to spend even more time outside of work to get this license. This law is purely designed to make getting a license to carry so difficult, very, very few will be able to do so, whether it be because the process is too confusing, requiring way too much time, or they just simply can't afford it, which turns the right to carry into a privilege for the rich and elite, exactly the way they want it to be. And now, no one can say I'm lying Because Bozo the Dodo over here just proved it when he said this.
This is addressing the legal, law-abiding, responsible citizens. That's what it's designed to do.
Oh, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, man, where did he get that hat and shirt that he has on? Well, if you're watching this video on a computer, there should be a picture of the hat and the t-shirt I'm wearing at the bottom of this video. Click that image and it'll take you exactly where you can buy it on shop.mrcoleonnoir.com. But if you're watching this on a cell phone, there should be a shop button next to the share button. That'll take you straight to shop.mrcoleonnoir.com to the exact same shirt and hat that I'm wearing right now. But before you do any of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. When you do that, it'll turn into a bell button. And then you'll see a drop-down menu that says all. Make sure you click all. This tells YouTube to always notify you when I upload a new video instead of just some of the times, or in some cases, never. Guns aren't political. That's why I need your help getting this message to spread on YouTube by clicking the thumbs up button, leaving a comment to let me know what you think of the video, then subscribing to the channel. But most importantly, click that bell symbol. For products featured in this video, click the links in the description.